You know what's truly magical about America? It's not bald eagles. It's not freedom. It's not even the fact that you can buy a gun and a gallon of milk in the same store. The real magic is the credit card. That tiny rectangle of plastic that whispers sweet lies like, "You're doing great," while actively pushing you into a financial sinkhole with air conditioning. In the United States, money isn't something you have. Money is something you feel. And nothing makes you feel richer than a credit card with no visible limit. That's not a payment method, that's a lifestyle philosophy. That's hope with a magnetic strip. See, cash is rude. Cash is honest. Cash looks at you and says, "That's all you got, champ." Credit cards? Credit cards are supportive. They say, "Go ahead, treat yourself. Future you can handle it." Future you, by the way, is already exhausted, slightly angry, and absolutely did not agree to this arrangement. The illusion starts early. First job, first paycheck, first bank account. You feel like an adult for about 11 minutes. Then the bank sends you an email that says, "You're pre-approved." Pre-approved for what? For a personality upgrade. Suddenly you're not just a person, you're a card holder. That's status. That's power. That's a guy who doesn't ask how much things cost anymore. He just taps. And tapping feels good. Too good. You don't even see the money leave. There's no pain, no drama, no moment of silence. Just a soft beep and a little screen that says, "Approved," like the universe itself is proud of you. You didn't buy something, you manifested it. That's how imaginary money works. It's not real when you spend it. It only becomes real later. Much later. Usually at 2:47 a.m. when you randomly check your statement and whisper, "Who is this person?" Like your credit card was possessed by a demon with a DoorDash account. And the crazy part? You don't feel irresponsible. You feel normal. Because everyone's doing it. Your coworker's got 5 cards. Your neighbor just put a vacation on installments. Your friend says, "It's fine, I get points." Points for what? For surviving capitalism? Congratulations, you earned 3% cash back on ruining your budget. Americans don't use credit cards to buy things they can't afford. That would sound bad. Americans use credit cards to buy things they deserve. That's different. That's emotional finance. I deserve this TV. I deserve this dinner. I deserve this trip I'm going to be paying for until my knees start making noise when I stand up. And the system loves that. Oh, it loves that. Because the system doesn't care about your feelings, it cares about interest. Interest is patient. Interest doesn't rush. Interest is like, take your time, pay the minimum, I'll be here forever. Minimum payment. The most dangerous phrase in the English language. It's not advice, it's a trap disguised as kindness. Just pay this tiny amount, it says. No pressure. Meanwhile, your balance barely moves, like you're trying to empty a swimming pool with a spoon while the hose is still on. But you don't panic, because you're busy. That's the American trick. You're not broke, you're busy. Too busy to sit down and do math. Too busy to open statements. Too busy to ask why you make decent money and still feel like one flat tire away from financial ruin. And when you do look, you're shocked. Every time. Wow, how did this happen? Like you weren't there. Like the charges just appeared out of nowhere. Like your card went out at night without you and lived a whole second life. The illusion gets stronger when your income goes up. That's when things really spiral. You get a raise, and for about a week you think, this changes everything. Then your lifestyle quietly upgrades itself without asking permission. Slightly nicer place, slightly better car, food delivery instead of cooking. Because cooking is for people who are struggling and you are clearly thriving. Your income rises. Your expenses rise faster. Your bank account stays exactly the same, like it's emotionally attached to being stressed. You don't notice because you're still swiping, still tapping, still collecting points, still living in the fantasy that as long as the card works, you're fine. And it always works. Until it doesn't. Until the app sends you that notification. The one that ruins your day. The one that says, you're approaching your limit. Not you're out of money. No, that would be honest. This one says, careful. Like the card is suddenly concerned about you. That's when the illusion cracks. Just a little. Not enough to change, just enough to stress you out. You promise yourself you'll be better next month. You'll budget. You'll cook. You'll stop buying random things online at midnight because they were on sale. And maybe you will, for a week. Then something happens. A bad day. A long week. A minor inconvenience that somehow justifies a $300 purchase. And there it is again. I deserve it. The spell resets. The cycle continues. What makes this uniquely American is how normal it all feels. There's no dramatic collapse, no big moment where everything explodes. It's just a slow bleed, quiet, invisible. You're functional, you're employed, you're smiling in photos, you're fine, until you're not. And the wildest part? Most people don't even realize they're broke. They just feel anxious, restless, tired, like they're constantly running but never getting ahead. That's not laziness, that's debt fatigue. That's living on imaginary money for so long that reality feels aggressive when it shows up. Credit cards were supposed to be tools, short-term help, convenience. In America, they became identity, confidence, a substitute for stability, a way to keep the dream alive just a little longer. Because the American dream used to be about owning things. Now it's about financing them and hoping nothing goes wrong. No emergency, no medical bill, no layoff. Because if one thing breaks, the illusion disappears. And what's left isn't pretty. It's not that people are stupid. They're trained. Trained to consume. Trained to swipe. Trained to confuse access with ownership and credit with income. Trained to believe that if the card works, everything's okay. So they keep going, swiping, tapping, earning points, paying minimums, living large on money they haven't made yet, convinced that the next raise, the next bonus, the next big break will finally make it all work. And maybe it will, for a little while, until the card smiles again and says, "Approved."